Somebody on Facebook asked about challenges and how we deal with them. Well, when your dog takes 2 runny shits on the cabin top of your boat in a rolly Richardson Bay at 2 in the morning, this is one of the challenges. And I deal with it with a bucket of salt water and try to be as understanding as I possibly can be when I wash it off the boat, and try not to kill my dog and turn her into shark bait, basically. Don't fall off, buddy.
So on rad mode, Christina and I are the windlass. We take turns doing it. Well, I probably do it a little bit more than her, but we feel it's important that both of us can do every task on the boat in case one of us was to be hurt in the course of sailing.
Time for a morning workout. Daddy windlass.
It's not too bad, and it keeps you strong. It's just a 45-pound CQR and 30 feet of half-inch chain. Luckily for us, it's not all chain road. We've got another 200 feet of 3/4 inch 3-strand nylon road. We found that you can use the weight of the boat a lot to help you pull the anchor up. You just pull the road in until it gets pretty hard and then just hold it or cleat it off real quick. And the movement of the boat will usually help to pull the anchor up. Our friend John taught us another trick that we haven't tried yet, where you basically use your jib halyard winch on your main mast and wrap your nylon road around that, and you can use your winch to help pull the anchor up. We'll try that at some point. Even new charts seem to have a tendency to be wrong quite a bit. And in the morning, we pretty much found ourselves sitting in the mud when it was time to go.
We're cutting the grass. We're cutting the weeds.
I think we were sitting on the bottom.
Yeah, I think so. I think the keel's in the mud.
I put him forward and I'm like, we ain't fucking moving.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're.
Wait.
All right, yeah, go straight this way. I think this is just right how we came in.
Yeah, we're off the bottom now.
We're out of the mud. All right, we're gonna be heading this way.
It turned out we were dragging tons of weeds and that our prop had wrapped a ton of weeds around it. So once we got out in the channel, I took our boat hook and hung it off the back of the boat and started working all that stuff free.
As soon as we pulled up anchor and headed out, we hoist the sail. Since rad mode is far from complete and we hadn't had any cleats installed on the mast yet, we had to tie everything off.
So this is our first real day getting some sailing on rad mode. I mean, we got a sail up yesterday, and we were able to move a bit under sail, but the wind was real iffy and the current was really strong. Today, as you can see, we are moving moving along, probably at about 2.5 knots, maybe 3 knots. We've got 2 sails up. The main sail, it needs battens. We realize it had slots for partial battens. We didn't put them in there. We figured it might have a pretty decent sail shape without them, but we're going to go ahead and add some real soon here. It's kind of, we're getting a lot of, it's luffing along that back edge, so we're going to get that fixed. But I have not been steering the boat for the last 5 minutes, and with just this staysail in the main up, it is completely balanced in this light air and is steering itself. And I'm stoked. I am fired up about this because a lot of the other boats we've been on, I mean, they were hard for me to get them balanced. The Choi Lee was probably the easiest, but I mean, already to have this thing sailing itself so quickly with so little experience on the boat, it's like awesome. It's totally awesome to have this feel. Very excited about the possibilities of rad mode.
We were tired of the kids asking us for Halloween candy every 5 minutes, so we just sat them both in the cockpit and had them finish it off.
You know what? This sail might need to have those battens in it. We can't be flying it like this for a long time. It'll blow it out.
Oh, the battens that are down below?
The ones we have, yeah. Okay, so this boat is largely incomplete when it comes to rigging, well, all the running rigging. But we kind of rigged up a block here on our handrails with this hokey kid-colored rope that we hope will distribute some of the weight on some of the different pillars of the handrail. And for the first time ever, we're gonna have 3 sails up. So we're filming it.
And of course, as soon as we got all 3 sails up, the wind pretty much died. We ended up drifting to the opening of 3 Mile Slough and then motored into the outrigger. We didn't plan on stopping, but all of a sudden, friends of ours were screaming from the levee, so we went in. Jody and Amanda hadn't seen the finished rad mode, and they proposed a toast.
All right, you're up first, McCullough.
I'm up first
Yep.
for toast?
Yep.
Okay. So here's to you guys. You guys fucking rock.
Cheers.
I love you.
Cheers.
Love you
been
guys.
crazy.
too.
Crazy and good. And even when the crazy overrides the good,
It
good shines
happens.
through. I
Cheers.
love you. All right, good job.
We love you guys.
Really proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna toast to long travels and safe travels right here.
Right.
Cheers.
Okay.
There's rad modes.
Rad mode to rad
Tiny
mode.
bit. That's good.
All right, Darius, what do you got to say?
Yep.
You got a toast, Darius? That's
What's your
good.
toast to,
That's a
Darius?
good toast. What do you want?
Love it.
What do you think would work? Like good luck to all of us, or like you want your hair to grow not so fast, or
Or you don't
Sail to Mexico or
Right,
what?
Yeah.
What's your toast,
Huh?
man? Come on.
Say it louder.
You want to find an eagle to hop on the back
I didn't hear
of?
that. I didn't hear it.
say it louder.
Mexico!
All right,
Mexico!
Yeah, he wants his own senorita.
All right.
Annabelle.
I want a margarita.
That's our kid.
It was great to hang out with friends and chit chat for a bit, but work still needed to be done on rad mode.
Yep.
We were able to finally get some cleats on the mast, and Justin had to go up to
plastic
figure out
cleat.
why our running lights and VHF isn't working.
This was my second time going up the mast, and I enjoy it. I'm not scared of heights, and you're always assured an awesome view while you're up there. We were having some issues with our running light and anchor light up top. And this particular time I went up, I had to come back down because the bosun's chair was so tight I couldn't breathe. I actually edited out the huffing and puffing I did. So I'm gonna have to go back up again, but there's some kind of short. Shouldn't be too difficult to figure it out.
Now that the work was done for the day, we had some beers with our good friends.
Let's get a cheers here. Everyone needs beer in their cup, though.
Perfect. I agree.
All right.
Sorry.
This is.
Cheers,
I can.
right here.
Congratulations, Pro
All
family.
right.
Good job. I'm
Thanks,
really proud
man.
of you guys. You guys
Thank
fucking
you.
rock. You guys are the
And
shit, the
here's
real
to
deal.
good friends
Right on.
and future possible sailing adventures. Okay.
Cheers. Together.
The next day, there was barely any wind when we left the marina, so we ended up sailing a little bit, motoring some, and drifting to our next anchorage spot.
The forecast for wind was crap. We were going to have another day just like this one, and we were waiting for it to shift in the right direction.
With homeschooling kids, we take any opportunity that we can to teach them, especially when they desire to learn it at the moment, and it really sinks in.
Once on anchor out by Montezuma on the Sacramento River, we were stuck with the arduous task of drinking up all of the champagne that we had aboard Rad Mode.
Really standard pressure wash. That is not cool.
So in the oven, in Rad Mode, we have some awesome enchiladas I slaved over all day. They're covered right now. I don't want to open it. I'll let the heat out. They smell amazing. Don't they, babe? They're going to be so good. I can't wait. My masterpiece is complete. My enchiladas are looking good, babe. So finally, this morning, the wind is blowing the direction we want it to blow. It's not blowing hard. It's very light. We're talking like 3 knots, maybe. And Mom and I have been ready to go. We've got 2 little deckhands here that need to get their business squared away. They're slowing down the whole project. So, you know, our job to train them up, which we will do over the next week, to make sure they're moving a little faster in the morning so they don't hold the boat up. All right, so we're finally sailing. We had to motor a little bit this morning, right? But the wind has picked up a little bit. We've probably got about like maybe 4 knots of wind, and the current has kind of chilled out. That's what was hurting us. The current was coming in.
We're moving along.
We can do this shit on this unfinished boat. Anybody can do this shit. Right, babe?
good picture.
Due to the direction of the wind, we were forced to run it most of the day, which is not our ideal way to sail. It is considered one of the most dangerous ways when the wind is coming directly behind you.
In the afternoon, our course changed and we were able to sail on a broad reach, which is where the wind is behind you still, but off to one side.
Again, the wind died on us. Just look at that glass. So we were forced to motor into Martinez to take care of some business and provisioning.
Big, sexy double ender.
I'm going to these soul winds.
Oh yeah.
Brought this boat in so well.
What's that?
You brought this boat in so well, like every time.
I like to say it. I think it has something to do with my skills.
I think so.
All right, so this is our first ever provisioning run without the use of a vehicle. Leaving Red Mode here under Polly's care. She'll rip anybody's face off if they try and get in the boat. And we've got to walk about 0.6 miles to get to town, right, honey? No, that works. Okay. Okay, so kids got their backpacks. We got our backpacks. They're empty except for the absolute necessity, emergency kind of stuff. And we're off. We're on our way.
What was supposed to be a 2-mile hike turned very rapidly into an 8-mile hike.
So we had a shitty town day. How did town day go, kids?
Kind of good. I can't feel my thighs. Bye, Dad.
Bad?
This is terrible.
Yeah, so basically, you know, we need to put a lot more effort into doing advances on these locations we're going to go shop at and buy groceries at before we leave a marina next time. We basically had some miscommunication regarding navigation and ended up walking like an extra 3 miles through the freaking hills in the suburbs of Martinez. Just burnt half of our day freaking blowing out our knees.
Fact for me.
Yeah. And I'm no spring chicken either, man.
Oh,
I'm freaking, the Army worked me over in the time that they had me, and I hurt bad after like 2 miles. Like, fuck.
I have to take a shower.
The kids stuck with it. We all left with shoes on.
Oh,
We're all now barefoot because we started getting blisters, you know. So, and we walked away today with 2 galvanized shackles for our stern anchor. So,
And the lugs.
oh, and the lugs, yeah, and a little bit of heat shrink. So it wasn't a complete failure, but we could do a lot more advance work. Just gonna treat it like we're doing an advance for some kind of persons of interest that we're gonna escort somewhere and make sure we know
Cold
everything.
beer.
And there's cold beer like 100 feet ahead. Right there. The bait store here has cold beer. So we're gonna get some cold beers in us, get some food in us, because we have not eaten. The kids ate breakfast, but we skipped it. And
you have tea instead. You deal with it every morning.
coffee. It's coffee, not tea.
Whatever.
Okay. But we're gonna do that, and then morale should be much higher, and then we'll do some work on the boat.
We left early the next morning with a promising wind forecast.
That's what we've been waiting for. Yeah.
we pulled all 3 sails up as we cruised across San Pablo Bay.
When we need a boom bang, we just have Christina come up and boom bang it for a bit. And it helps keep our boom down. 5.7.
Rad mode was looking good, even with that big unfinished dinghy on her bow.
I love it when she's got all 3 sails up. It's the best.
I don't know what to say. You always talk.
I talk too much.
Well, thank you guys for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave comments and email us if you'd like with any questions you have about what we're doing at sbradmode@gmail.com. And please consider being a patron. We just got another one, John. And according to Lad 238, he's the enabler. Yay!
He's going to help us out, Richard. He's going to enable us. So, yeah, we're in Richardson Bay right now. We've been trying to get some stuff finished on the boat. So we've been shopping. We went, Duke's Chandlery here is great. Michael's a really cool guy there. And he hooked us up with some stuff that we needed for the boat. And so we're working on that. You're going to see some Sausalito in episode 3, which will probably be done pretty soon. So, yeah, that's it. We're just going to keep cracking away. We're also going to start elaborating a little bit more on what we do on the boat. It seems like people want to hear about challenges we're dealing with or why we do things the way we do them, so...
So keep following along as we continue to put Rad Mode together in the sail around.
Yep, and we'll see you guys in episode 3.